Hello everybody! Welcome to Here I Learn Chinese Facebook page, YouTube channel, and 英语环球广播. This is Niuniu and Happy Lantern Festival!
Happy Lantern Festival!
Yeah!
Hello everyone, it's a pleasure to be here and good to see you here as well.
Yes, very happy to be here in the studio with Tony again on this happy occasion, this festive occasion. And yes, you are looking at another epic recording of our Takeaway Chinese podcast show because it's a very beautiful day and we are celebrating the Yuanxiao the Yuanxiao festival. So for those of you who have just joined and you don't really understand what the Yuanxiao festival is all about and you want to have a rough idea, we actually prepared a short video for you. So let's check out the video. Alright, that is the video about the Lantern Festival or the Yuanxiao Festival. I personally prefer calling it the Yuanxiao Festival.
Well, that's because you speak Chinese.
That's true.
For me, the Lantern Festival works.
Yeah, but for me, Lantern is only one aspect of this festival. It includes so much more, and there are many different costumes, things we do, and there's a huge, let's say, a really long history behind it, and many cultural knowledge or actually fun facts about it. So calling it Yuanxiao Festival for me is like, the official name of it. So guys, if you're watching the live stream, this is Niuniu and Tony here in the studio and we are talking about the Yuanxiao Festival, which is today for this year. And Yuan is like the first of something in ancient Chinese, whereas Xiao is night. So this is basically the first full moon night of the year, especially according to traditional Chinese calendar.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to be a very fun day. And on the first beautiful full moon night, what you do, you eat stuff that looks like the moon, which is not the moon cake, but the sticky rice ball.
I think you got to be careful with that. Otherwise, if you eat too many things that look like the moon, you might start to look like the moon too, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's mean, but that's true too. And on top of that, you appreciate lanterns. And one other thing, very interesting thing you do is to guess the lantern riddles. 猜灯谜. We guess lantern riddles on the Lantern Festival or Yuanxiao Festival as well. If you are a regular friend on Here I Learn Chinese Facebook page, I believe yesterday you have probably already tuned in to Yo-Yo's live stream, and she provided some fun lantern riddles already. And today, throughout the entire live stream, we are going to give you some lantern riddles as well. And here's the first one. The first lantern riddle, it will be here for a while, and you guys can try to guess and see whether or not you can get the right answer of that fun riddle. And that is, how do we know the ocean is friendly? How do we know the ocean is friendly? Tony, don't say the answer if you know, or if you can guess.
I'm terrible
at
riddles, guessing games, so yeah.
So don't worry about it. Tony is guessing or trying to figure out what the riddle's answer is as you are right now. The riddle will be floating around us a little bit longer, so you can take some time trying to find out the right answer. And let me read it one more time. How do we know the ocean is friendly? It's a riddle. It's supposed to be fun, and try to get the answer. While you guys are doing that, let me say hello to many of you who have already joined us. I'm saying hello to Sulaman, saying hello, hi, hello to you too, and hi to Dot Lee. Dot Lee is with a festive celebration kind of activity. I'll say title on you. I don't know why, but it seems appropriate.
Yeah.
And I'm also saying hello to Louise Clark. Louise Clark, hi, hello to you. Very happy to see you here. At the same time, I see a message from Nicanor. You're talking in Spanish, which sadly I do not recognize. Sorry for that.
Read it? You can't read it?
I cannot read it. I see gracias.
Oh, gracias, thank you.
Gracias and bueno la verdad. See, no, see, I can't.
Bueno, good.
Good festival. Happy festival.
I think I can't. I can't hear what you said that last.
Yeah, I have no idea what that is. But thank you so much for sharing. And if there are anyone speak Spanish, please give us the translation. Please help me. I help you with the Chinese and sometimes English, and you guys can help me with Spanish and all the other languages. Please help me. Let me know what this means. And Christian's here. Christian saying 大家好，你好牛牛 Tony 告小猪 and all the amazing team 牛年快乐元宵快乐 Yes, 牛年快乐谢谢牛年 the year of the ox. If you can see close enough, probably you can't, but you know, happy the year of the ox.
Yeah.
牛年快乐
Showing off your earrings, right?
Yeah, I'm showing off a little bit. And yes, thank you so much for that message. And 元宵快乐 as well. Yes, 元宵快乐. So 元宵 we know is the Lenten festival. We say 元宵节 and 元宵节快乐. You can say that for sure. That's how you greet someone in festive occasions. And Gary saying, I love your culture and learning Chinese. Thank you for your support. And you can find us here on Here I Learn Chinese. We also have a YouTube channel with the same name, Learn Chinese. And Yo-Yo and I both have our personal yet public pages. So you can follow us and find out more. There will be behind-the-scene materials, some bloopers, many bloopers.
Bloopers are always cool.
Cool and funny, and we are embarrassing ourselves occasionally, but I hope you will enjoy it.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, and I'm also saying hello to, I love the answers Kathleen is giving. I like it. And also Christina is giving an answer. You are both right, you know. I'm just trying to
save the answer later.
A little bit.
Yeah, I kind of have an idea of what I think it is,
right?
but I'm not going to say it.
I think you might be right as well. So, but I have to say, Christina, you're right. That is the correct answer. And Kathleen, it's right as well. Thank you. You guys are very smart gal, probably. Hey to John Bonning as well, and Happy New Year to Maria. Oh, thank you. Maria is saying Happy New Year. The new from my name, not
right. Or the year, right?
Or the year. So yeah, Happy New Year.
You want to take the credit for the year, right?
I want to say it's my year, even though it's only my family name, not my zodiac. So technically speaking, it's not my year, but it's kind of feel like my year. Yeah, my year. So Happy New Year to you too. I'm also saying hello. Louise Clark, you're saying the ocean is friendly as it... Yes, that is the right answer, but I'm still saving it a little bit. And thank you guys so much for being for participating into the riddle guessing game. It's fun, isn't it?
Well, if you know the answer, it's fun. If you don't know the answer, it's like, ugh.
Well, but there are always going to be someone who knows the answer. And
well, nowadays you can just go online, right, and then search the answer.
You can do that as well, but I don't recommend it. It takes the fun out of it. It's kind of like Googling about the right ways to play a game, and then you can always go to the next level, but it's different.
It's better than not knowing how to play it at all, right?
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah.
So depends. You can do it if you want. But I actually have a question for Tony. Have you ever participated in any, let's say, Yuanxiao activities yourself?
Well, not participated, but I've gone out during Yuanxiao, and I feel like I see. Well, there's a lot of lanterns everywhere. And,
yes. We say 我们会赏灯 or 关灯。
光灯。
观赏 is appreciating.
Appreciating.
Go around, look at them, and appreciate them.
Right.
观赏, yes. So 关灯 or 赏灯, I think they both work. And yeah, these are things you do during the Lantern Festival.
Just check out down the streets everywhere in China, you see like these red lanterns everywhere. So that's kind of cool. And every now and then, if you're lucky, if you go to like some kind of business, it seems to be, or a temple, you might see like a lion dance or some type of performance. So that's kind of cool also. That's
kind of cool, yeah. But for this year, I would assume, since we are still under the effect of the coronavirus pandemic, it's possible that we are not going to have a lot of large-scale activities with many people gathered together. But still, there are things you can do in your own family. You can guess the riddle, you can appreciate the lovely food, and later on, I'll give a more specific and, let's say, in-depth discussion and introduction over the Lantern Festival. And that is the beauty of this live stream. That is, you can ask questions and comment directly here in Facebook or YouTube, as well as 英语环球广播的微博，大家可以随时提问。As long as we see the questions, we'll be addressing them, and at the same time, you'll be able to enjoy and, let's say, witness the making of this epic podcast, Takeaway Chinese. I say that so much.
Epic, man.
Yeah, I'm just trying to use big words to, attract your attention.
That's right.
Yeah, and like I said, I will be more than happy to answer these questions and to show you the making of this podcast.
Yeah.
So I'll have a final shout out to you guys here on Facebook as well as on 英语环球广播. Before that, let me give you the answer. Tony, what is your answer? How do we know the ocean is friendly?
If I had to answer this question, I thought that the ocean's probably friendly because it waves at you, right?
Yeah, you're very clever.
And I'm terrible at these games, so I think this one must be really easy.
You're really good at the game. I think it's clever when I first encountered this lovely riddle. It's funny. Yes, we know the ocean is friendly because it waves to you. At you, waves back. Yeah, so it waves.
Well, I don't really wave at the ocean, so I guess it just waves at us.
Yeah, so they're more friendly than you are.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yes, it waves. So now you get to the gist of these riddles. There are Chinese ones as well, but more or less they concern some Chinese characters, which makes them a little bit too hard for if you're not really,
if you're not Chinese. I guess this is a way of saying the first one was a freebie, and the rest of them you're not going to get.
No. I did prepare most of the riddles in English, so you guys can have fun with us in this festive occasion as well. But yes, that's the first answer to the first. Well, that's the answer to the first riddle, and I have the second one. Let me give you the second riddle, and let me have a last shout out to you guys. The second riddle is, what is the smallest room in the world? What is the smallest room in the world? What is the smallest room in the world? You can try to find that answer while we're doing this. And at the same time, let me say hello to Lorraine Lee, saying hello from Philippines. I learn in your tutorials to understand my Chinese students. Oh, that's very sweet. And you're making it practical. Glad to see that happening. And I am also saying hello to Forte, saying 老师好. Happy to see you too. 你好,你好,最近好吗? How are you these days? 最近好吗? How are you recently? And we have Michael saying Year of the Ox. Yeah, that's my year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too. Very happy to see you tuning in. For those of you who have just tuned in, this is Niuniu and Tony live streaming about the Lantern Festival, or Yuanxiao since it falls on today of this year. We are also going to show you the production process of the podcast show Takeaway Chinese. But we are also interacting with you by, if you take a look at the sentence floating, I think right here.
Somewhere on the screen.
Yeah, that is the riddle we're playing with you. So you can take a guess. What is the smallest room in the world? Give me the answer in the comment area.
I'm still thinking about it.
Think about it. Yeah, you're going to get it.
It's annoying.
Vivian saying Happy Yuanxiao or Lantern Festival. Happy Yuanxiao to you too. Hello to Mira. And Louise saying it's nearly 7 a.m. here in Scotland. I have to go and get ready for work. I will watch the show later. Thank you. Thank you for your support and have a nice day.
7 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, that's really committed.
Yeah, and thank you so much. Have a nice day and happy Yuanxiao Festival. And Kathleen saying, glad to see your smiling faces again. I have so much to catch up on. My Facebook has been so dull and quiet without you. Waving from Australia. Oh, you are also very friendly and waving from Australia.
From Australia, right.
Very happy to see you too. And we have Xie Yuyao saying, hi Niuniu, haven't seen your video in a while. Happy Yuanxiao Festival. Happy Yuanxiao Festival back. And I'm also saying hello to Sanam, to Hila, and Char, Wan, Vivian, and Steven, Christina, Sander, Michael saying, riddle me, this one, love these little games.
Riddle me this, yeah.
Yeah, and Rafala, thank you guys so much for watching. And let me see who's here with 英语环球广播的微博 I see our top fan Sherry Yang Yang here. 牛年第一场直播 Yes, 牛年的第一场直播 here with me and Tony in the studio. So very happy to be that. And yes, we're still trying to figure out the answer for the second riddle. What is the smallest room in the world? So how about I give you guys a little bit time on that and we start recording our Takeaway Chinese show. Let me do that.
Oh, I'm still thinking. I can't figure it out.
Yeah, you can take some time.
Uh.
你好，欢迎收听随行汉语 Welcome to Takeaway Chinese. I'm Niu Honglin. Joining me today, Mr. Tony Reed here in the studio. Hi, Tony.
Hey, guys. And hey, Niuniu.
Hi, very happy to have you here.
Very happy to be here and learn some more Chinese. How much Chinese can I mess up today?
You're not going to mess up any Chinese. You're going to improve your Chinese and you're going to appreciate this episode because even though there are many festivals every year, we still love them and there are different activities around them. And for today's episode, it is going to be about the Lantern Festival or the Yuanxiao Festival, 元宵节.
Yuanxiao.
What do you know about 元宵节?
Well, recently I learned a little bit about it, but before, it was just a time where I saw lots of really nice lanterns everywhere. And outside of China, actually, they celebrate different forms of lantern festivals. And I saw some really impressive places where you would go in and you just see these lanterns done in all types of different fashion. It's really beautiful. It was really a romantic actually kind of environment. It is actually a romantic festival itself, and there's this huge and long route over the festival, a long history, different ways to celebrate it, and we are going to touch upon all of them for today's episode. Okay. And in this episode, we're also going to introduce you a little bit about the modern ways to celebrate it, since especially during the pandemic, we need to find more innovative and safe ways to spend festivals. Okay. That is always a pleasure to do. So for our dear listeners, if you're interested in Chinese culture and you want to get to grips with the Chinese language, then this is the show for you. Stick with us for 30 minutes and you soon see the rewards. And for more fun Chinese learning, follow our Facebook page, CRI Learn Chinese, to watch many fun videos and live streams. But now, let's provide you some free Chinese for takeaway. 元宵节快乐
又有汤圆吃了。我也喜欢吃汤圆，汤圆比元宵更好吃。节日前后有很多庆祝活动，你参加吗？不一定，看情况吧。
So that's a Lantern Festival small talk, pretty much.
Lantern Festival small talk. It can happen around the festival, a bit early
But
or
they don't
after
talk like
it.
that. It's normally a lot faster. So
That's true. I'm only talking really slow so that you guys would be able to catch and to, practice after that. So if you really are committed to learning the conversation, you can listen to the episode again and again and then repeat after this first practice in the beginning of the episode. And also you can try to, let's say, understand everything we talk about during the first part, the Chinese 101 part, and then if you can repeat after the final practice, the final try of the conversation in Chinese, then that is the signal telling you that your Chinese is fluent, at least for this conversation.
nice. Okay.
Yeah, so let's start breaking the sentence word by word.
Let's do it.
Yeah, so for the first sentence, 元宵节快乐，又有汤圆吃了。
So this is a Happy Lantern Festival, and there's glutinous rice dumplings to eat again. So let's try to break this down. Yuanxiao, this is Yuanxiao Jie. This is Happy Lantern Festival.
This is actually Lantern Festival.
And then 快乐 is happy.
快乐 is happy. So we have 元宵节, 元宵节. Here in the Chinese language, yuan, especially ancient times, suggests the first of something. The first, we say, for example, 元月. 元月 would be the first month. Of course, people sometimes also say 正月, but yuan suggests the first of something. And xiao means nighttime. So 元宵节 taken together, 元宵节, it's the first nighttime. No. First nighttime of a full moon. And 节 suggests 节日. So 元宵节, the Yuanxiao festival or the Lantern festival. 元宵节.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yes, and then we have 快乐.
快乐, this is happy. This is
happy.
Pretty much at the end of everything, if you want to say.
Yeah. So can you give some examples about 快乐?
This 过年快乐?
新年快乐.
新年快乐.
You say 过年快乐, people understand. But yes, normally we would say 新年快乐. So 新年快乐 would be Happy New Year. 快乐, Happy New Year. How about Happy Birthday?
Oh my goodness. I should know this one. Yeah, you're going to have to help me with this one.
生日快乐.
生日快乐. I knew that.
You know this one. Yeah, 生日快乐. And of course, you can use a easier, or let's say, you can say it more generally. You can say 节日快乐.
节日快乐.
Yes, 节日快乐. So 节日 we know is festival, so happy festivals. 节日快乐.
节日快乐. The R sound is so difficult for me. 日.
日. Yes, you can think of it as genre.
日.
Yeah.
日.
Yeah.
生日.
Sheng Ri, perfect.
Okay.
生日快乐. So that's 快乐, happy. And then 又有汤圆吃了.
Yuan. So this is saying yo is have, right?
Yo is again.
Again, and then yo is have.
Yeah, so again have.
And then tang yuan, this is the rice dumplings, right?
Yes. So 汤圆 is the rice dumpling. Literally speaking, or let's say for different each character, 汤 is soup. Yuan is round or circle.
I got another bad tone question.
Uh-huh.
Tang, isn't that also candy or sweet?
汤.
Okay.
It is precisely a bad tone question. But it's okay. So, tang is soup, and yuan is something round. So, if you see something round, a bowl in a soup, it's mostly tang yuan. It's mostly the sticky rice bowl.
It seems like tang sugar here would be more appropriate since these dumplings are normally sweet, right?
Ooh, normally sweet, but there are savory ones as well. I'm not a fan of the savory ones, but I have to say 汤圆有甜有咸. There are sweet ones, there are savory ones.
Okay.
So 汤圆,
And
汤
then
圆.
吃了, that means eat, right?
Yes. So 又有汤圆吃了. Again, have sweet rice dumplings
to
eat. And the second sentence, 我也喜欢吃汤圆，汤圆比元宵更好吃。
So this is, I also like to eat rice, glutinous rice balls, and which tastes better than, this is the Yuanxiao, right? So I think there's a comparison between this kind of dumpling and this kind of dumpling
Yes.
at different times of the year.
Yes, actually you're right, but one tiny detail here is that it's not the different time of the year, it's actually different places in the country. So we say 我也喜欢吃汤圆, I also 喜欢.
喜欢 means like or want, right?
Yes, and if you take a look at the pinyin of 喜欢, you would find out that the 欢 is here actually light tone. So if we're being very specific and technical, we say 喜欢. So 欢 does not have a tone, it has the light tone.
Okay.
喜欢.
喜欢.
吃 would be eat, and we have 汤
汤
圆
yuan again
already.
is the rice balls, I guess. And then we had tang yuan again, b Yuanxiao. So this is comparing two things.
Yes.
And then geng hao chi. So geng means like a lot, right?
Yes, more.
More. And then hao chi. So delicious.
Delicious.
So okay, so it's saying that the tang yuan is more delicious. Yeah.
烂元宵. But for those of you who are really not familiar with the Chinese culture, you would feel like 汤圆 and 元宵 are the same thing.
Yeah, that's
when I was a
kinda what I'm
kid,
thinking.
I felt like they're the same thing. They look really similar to each other, round, white, and you've got the glutinous rice as the wrap, and you've got the sweet, well, for me, mostly sweet fillings in the inside. But I think the making process of 汤圆 元宵 are different. For 汤圆, you have the filling first, and you would allow the 汤圆to, let's say, be wrapped up with with flour, a little layer after layer.
Okay.
So you've got the filling first. But for 元宵, you've got the wrap as a dough of wrap, and you wrap in the filling. So the making process can be a little bit different, but I feel like...
But essentially it's pretty much the same.
Yeah, it tastes really, really similar.
Okay.
But the texture can be a little bit different. That is why in the conversation we're saying 汤圆比元宵更好吃. So if you guys have ever tried any 汤圆 or 元宵, please let us know in comments. I would like to know which one do you like better, and of course, which flavor do you like better? There are different flavors of 元宵 and 汤圆. Okay, so the next sentence we have here, 节日前后有很多庆祝活动，你参加吗?
So this is, there are many festivals or celebrations around the festival, and will you take part in any of them?
Yes.
So 节日 or 节日.
节日.
日.
Yeah.
Oh, 日. 节日.
You can do it.
This is a celebration, right?
Yes.
Festival.
Actually, it's festival.
And 前后, this is around.
Yes.
And then 有 is have, and then 很多 means a lot. And then 庆祝, this is celebration, right?
Celebration.
And then 活动, this
Activity.
is activity.
You're moving so fast. Let's back down a little bit.
What? You mean I'm going too
You're
fast?
going very
That's
fast.
impossible.
You are getting really good at it, and you're going very fast. Okay, so for the first word here, 节日,节日, festival. So, do you know what 日 here stands for?
No.
Day. So, technically speaking, 节日 is the day you have the festival. So, you know, the festival day, 节日, 节日. That is why we sometimes say 过节, spend the festival. So, 节 is already the festival. So, 节日, festival,
Okay.
节日. Of course, we know we can say 节日快乐, happy festival. And 庆祝节日, celebrate the festival, 节日. And 前后.
前
后.
后. This is around or about, right?
Yes, but
Around this time.
is before, and 后 is after.
So before, after, this time.
Right? I think it's fun. So 节日前后. In the Chinese language, there are many words with opposite character in it, and they form a word. We have 前后 for around, so before and after. There's also 左右.
左右.
Left and right.
Oh, yes. I knew. Yeah, that's right. 左右.
Left and right. So, for example, we say our live stream usually starts around 2:30. Then we can say 我们2点半左右直播. So, at a specific time, you can use 左右 as well. And you can also say 上下.
上下. Isn't that like down?
Yeah, up and down.
Up and down.
上下. So you can say, Tony 有1.8米，哇，1.8米上下好像有点奇怪。Tony 有180公斤上下，肯定没有那么重。I made fun of you a little bit.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, okay, what'd you say over here?
Yeah, just a little bit. I'm just saying, for example, you can say, 这个小朋友有5岁上下. Can you say that? Still think 左右 is a little bit better.
Okay. 左右.
Yeah, but if you hear 前后, yes.
Okay.
But 前后 is very specific to time.
Okay.
Whereas 左右 sometimes can be about, let's say, age or about a specific time point.
Oh, really?
Yes, you
You
can say
guys
that.
break it up into different categories.
Yeah.
Yeah, in English it's just about, right? Around. It works.
In Chinese, you can say about as well. So 大约, that's about approximately.
大约?
Yes, approximately.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so here we have 前后. I think for some of these Chinese words, in order to use them correctly in your daily life, you have to really listen closely to what the natives are saying, and you use only the collocations that has been used already. You've heard someone using it. That's the first step of learning. That's how I learn English, I feel like.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
suggestion here. And then 有 have 很多 many 庆祝.
庆祝. Again, this is celebration or celebrate, right?
Yes. 庆祝 celebrate, and the 庆祝活动 would be celebrate.
Activities.
Yes.
Celebrate activities or celebratory activities.
Yes. So 庆祝 is, we know, a verb, and you can put a noun after it. So 庆祝节日 celebrate the festival. 庆祝生日.
生日. That sounds familiar.
Birthday,
right?
yeah, good.
Okay.
Celebrate the birthday, and you can also 庆祝 any occasion, so it takes a
庆祝
noun.
any occasion. Huh?
Yeah, you can 庆祝 any occasion, so it takes a noun. And 活动 activity.
活动 activities.
Quiz for you here. Do you know whether or not can we use 活动 as a verb?
活动 probably can.
Yes, you can. 活动 can be both a noun and a verb. So when you're using it as a noun, you say, for example, 庆祝活动. So that's celebrating or celebrating activities. But you can also say, 我想出去活动活动.
活动活动. That
Yeah.
means activitying an activity.
It means you want to go out and stretch your legs a little bit, move around a little bit.
Can you just say 我需要活动?
You can say that, 我需要活动. Or if it's a, let's say, oral conversation, you say 我需要活动活动.
活动活动. 活动活动.
It can be used as a verb. 活动.
Okay.
你参加吗?
It's kind of hard to say 2 times. 你参加, 参加, this is a way to say like join or take part in, right? So 你参加吗 means are you gonna join us? Are you down? Yeah.
Yes, are you down? 你参加吗 here, 参加 is participate in or join in or be a part of something. You can say 参加庆祝活动, that'll be take part in the celebration activities. If you say 参加会议, that'll be take part in a meeting. 参加 take part in.
Oh, this is very
useful verb.
word,
Yeah. Sometimes it can also be a certain project. So 参加一个项目. So be a part of that team doing that project.
项目.
项目 project. So these are actually very useful words. But I have to say, my personal favorite expression in this conversation is the last sentence because I use them so much, especially when I was young and I was a total flake.
Flake?
A flake.
Oh man, the worst kind of people.
Yeah, used to. Okay, so for the last sentence, 不一定，看情况吧.
Oh my goodness, this is I'm not sure, it depends. That's pretty much a no, but they just don't want to say no.
But sometimes it can really be, I don't know, we'll see.
It's either yes or no, guys. Don't be a flake. 不一定. This is
So flake for Chinese for flakes.
This is like I'm not sure, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So 不一定, 不 is no, and 一定 is certain.
Certainly.
Yeah.
Or something,
so
right?
not certain, cannot say for sure, not really no. Cannot put, don't want to put it in the bank. Do you say that?
Don't want to put it in, I wouldn't bank on it.
I wouldn't bank on it. So not sure, right?
Yeah, that's no. That's pretty much, it's a cute way of just saying no.
Okay, so, but if you want to say for sure, that'll be 一定.
一定.
一定 for sure. So 不一定, not so sure. 不一定.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. 不一定.
And then 看情况. 情况, isn't that like a situation?
It is like situation.
And then 看 is like see.
See.
So we'll see the situation.
We'll see the situation. We'll see how it goes. It depends on the situation.
That's a no.
On the situation. 看情况. Sometimes if it's again daily or conversation, you want to say 看情况吧. Put a ba there.
Ba means let's, right?
Yes, but if you put a ba there with that tone, so if you're very genuine and you're saying 不一定，我们看情况. So let's see the situation and depend on it. You're more genuine. But if you're like,
the ba indicates you don't really want to do it, right?
You don't really want to do it. So 不一定，看情况吧.
好吧.
Yes, so that's basically the conversation. I don't think they are very complicated, but there are many useful expressions. Hopefully you can, let's say, listen to it again and again, so you would have a better master of it. You can use the conversation yourself.
Try to refresh the new vocab.
Yeah, so how about we try it once already for our dear listeners.
Let's do it.
Okay, so I'll start.
Okay.
元宵节快乐，又有汤圆吃了。
我也喜欢吃汤圆，汤圆比元宵更好吃。
节日前后有很多庆祝活动，你参加吗？
不一定，看情况吧。
You're being very, I'll say, smooth about the last sentence. You're listening. You're doing really well. Okay, you're listening to Takeaway Chinese with myself, Niuniu and Tony. We would love to hear from you. Send us your thoughts via email to learnchinese@cri.com.cn. Coming up next, let's talk about the Lantern Festival or 元宵节. Don't go away, so you will take some Chinese away. And that is the recording of the first part of Takeaway Chinese podcast show. As you can see, we put all the vocabulary right next to us, so you would have a better understanding and idea about the vocab in Chinese, the pinyin, the character, as well as the translations are there. So if you're interested in learning all of them, you can rewatch the live stream as always. And let's see if you guys are talking to us right now and whether or not you've got another, or you've got the answer of the second riddle.
I haven't even thought about that yet.
You haven't? Let me refresh your memory. What is the smallest room in the world? You can think on it. And meanwhile, 狄仁德 saying hello, saying 大家好，我是仁德，从菲律宾来。Happy to see you, very happy to see you with us. And Stephen, hello, happy to you, happy the year of the ox. And Stephen, want to know more about Tony. I think it's the first time you watch this kind of live stream. Introduce yourself to Steve.
Hey Steve, where's Steve from?
Steve didn't really tell me where.
Indicate?
No, didn't indicate.
Hey Steve, well, I'm Tony Reed. I'm here with Niuniu. We do this Takeaway Chinese program, and I do a number of other programs. I do a special English program where I read very slowly for people who want to learn to improve their English, and I also tell ghost stories of a Chinese background called, in my program called Dark Studio, and I also have a comedy program called What's the Word? It's where we pretty much talk about everything on a global level, and we get to hear people's responses from all over the world. So, yeah, that's me, and yeah, thanks for joining us on the program.
Yeah, thank you, and thank you for that very, let's say, complete introduction. I love it, and we have some audience really caring about you. They want me to give you the answer of the second riddle, so to release your stressing level.
So what is the smallest room in the world? It's annoying because I know when you tell me, I'm going to be mad. I'm like, oh my God, I knew that.
You will, because we have already got many answers here. We have Michael saying the right answer, and Christian giving the right answer. And hello to Dara. Try to get the answer. Michael saying, tell Tony so he can stop stressing out. Hello to NH.
So annoying when you don't know the answer.
Vivian, your answer is also right. That is the correct answer.
That doesn't make me feel better, by the way, you telling me that everyone knows the answer except for me.
And I'm saying hello to Kwon from Cambodia, 柬埔寨的朋友你好, happy to see you here. And sup guys to Denny, sup to you too. Because Denny is saying sup, so I'm using that tone.
No, I'm here with you guys. I'm just trying to figure out what this answer is before she says it. So I'm just in my own world trying to figure this out.
Yeah, I see that. And Denny is saying fishball soup. Oh, that's too true. A fishball soup would also be soup, 汤, and also have something round in it. But yeah, fishball would be 鱼丸. 鱼丸.
Yes, fish,
so
right.
Instead of saying 汤圆, which is soup round, we actually saying 丸子汤. So meatball soup. 丸子汤 is a meatball soup.
You're distracting me from trying to figure out this riddle.
So 丸子汤, if you love fishball soup, you can say 鱼丸汤. It's also very delicious. I think my mouth is watering a little bit. And Michael saying 汤圆 yum yum. Totally agree with you. 汤圆 is really yummy. I like them a lot, especially during this time of the year, the festive occasion. And we see, Christian is bringing the game up. He's not only giving the right answers to the riddle, he's also providing his own riddle,
Oh yeah?
Yeah, one step up, leveling up, Christian.
Yeah.
He's saying, I have a riddle. What thing come back today? Grow every day and make Niuniu happy and sad. Answer, the amazing Bad Tone Club.
Yeah. That's what's up.
Yeah, that's a really cute one, I have to say. Okay, something that's coming back today, growing up every day and making me both happy and sad. That's the Bad Tone Club.
The Bad Tone Club, it lives on through us. Don't forget it, guys.
Yeah, and now I have to tell you the answer to the riddle.
Okay.
The smallest room in the world is the mushroom.
What? That doesn't even make sense.
It makes a lot of sense.
Why does it make... No, that's...
Because there's no other rooms anymore. Other rooms are not rooms. Rooms for humans are small.
There's big mushrooms, there's small mushrooms. That doesn't work.
It works so well, and a lot of audience know the answer. So just stop finding excuses.
That's because they Googled it. That's not even fair.
No, you guys rock, and Tony is just being a sour loser of the game.
You know what? The first riddle made sense. This one, mush. Because see, yeah, I was thinking like, okay, what words, are small, tiny, decimal, and I'm just like, none of this goes with room, and I just couldn't figure it out. Mushroom? Mushroom.
Okay, I'll give you one last chance. Here is the third riddle.
Okay.
Let's have the third riddle and see who's gonna find the answer first. I bet it's gonna be you guys, not Tony, but we'll see. Tony can be pretty sharp sometimes when it comes to riddles, but sometimes no. We'll see. Okay, so the third one. What's full of holes but still holds water? What's full of holes but still holds water? think about the answer. And hello to Kenny Yam, Happy Lantern Festival, 元宵节快乐, happy to see you here. And Michael saying hello to Kenny, oh, love it when you guys talk to each other. Christian saying 我参加 bedtime club. Yes, that's how you use 参加. And yes, it's making me sad and happy at the same time. Also, let's see whether or not you guys have some questions. And ooh, Steven is from the USA, so yes. And Danny saying you're awesome, Tony. And I think it's because
I got a praise. All right.
You always got many praise.
And share them with me.
I should share more with you in the future.
Yes.
And we have our friend Nishara from Sri Lanka saying Happy Lantern Festival, 元宵节快乐 to you too. And Danny saying I'm waiting for that. I think you're waiting for the answer to the last riddle, which is what's full of holes but still holds water? Do you know the answer already? I see a smirk on your face.
I cheated.
Already? That's fast. You have a, super villain smile on your face right now.
It feels so good to have a phone where you can just look everything up. You don't have to think. You don't have to stress. Because that second question was killing me, man. I was like, what is the answer?
Bad
now
advice.
I got the answer. I feel great.
Oh, Vivian got the answer, and Michael got the answer. They didn't look up online. I'm pretty sure they didn't. Seriously, smirk on your face, super villain smile on your face.
It just feels good to be right.
Yeah, and I have to say hello to some friends on 英语环球广播微博。非常高兴你们来看今天的直播。今天我们聊元宵节啊 ，so hopefully you've picked up some jargons and vocabularies about the 元宵 festival. Sometimes, if you're talking to foreign friends, you can say Lantern Festival, that's 元宵节. And when it comes to 元宵 and 汤圆, both are glutinous rice balls or sweet dumplings or, yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah,
that's 汤圆.
Chewy rice balls.
Chewy rice balls.
Chewy rice balls.
汤圆 or 元宵. And when it comes to 灯谜, that's Lantern riddles. So I hope that even though we're doing the entire show with the purpose of sharing some Chinese vocab and expressions for you guys on 英语环球广播, it can be your chance to practice your English and pick up some English expressions as well. So hope you can enjoy it. And we have 粉粉向蓉儿分享了直播，谢谢粉红色会议分享了直播 and giving a lovely smiley face, thank you. 一根快乐的胡萝卜 yeah, that is a lovely name. One happy carrot said 灯笼 yes, 灯笼 would be lantern. Lantern, 灯笼
One happy carrot, huh?
One happy carrot. And one happy carrot also said 走马灯 Oh, 走马灯 is a traditional kind of lantern. You can see around the Lantern Festival. It can rotate and go in circles a little bit. And there are pictures on different sides. There are usually 8 sides, excuse me, 8 sides, 8 different pictures, and because it can shine up, so when you rotate the outer layer of the lantern, you can see it.
Shadows on the wall.
And also you can see it's a little bit like PowerPoints, one slide after another. So it's a good way to tell stories in ancient times. Right? It's fun. I think it's interesting.
Yeah, what's the big red one that we see everywhere?
That's just lantern, 灯笼.
灯笼.
灯笼. 灯 is a light. 笼 is actually a cage. So when you put a candle in a cage, you would have a lantern, and you can take it. It's kind of like you trapped a little bit of light in a cage, and you take it everywhere. 灯笼.
灯笼,
Yes.
红灯笼,
红灯笼.
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 Yes.
Ooh, we have Sherry Yang Yang giving the right answer of the third riddle, which the one you cheated. I'm using my accusing face. And, and yes, we have 去看615 coming into the live stream. Thank you guys so much for joining the live stream. If this is your first experience here, this is Niuniu with Tony. We do these kind of live streams 2 or 3, well actually 3 or 4 times a week, the entire team.
Well, I'm only on here once a week, so.
Yes, I do too, usually. And we talk about fun Chinese topics, sharing Chinese expressions, in English, so I guess it's convenient for both our domestic viewers as well as overseas ones to pick up something you guys would want.
So now I have a question for you.
Yes, go ahead.
Though I love your riddles,
Yep.
where does that history come from? I mean, is that something traditional, or is that something that's just that was kind of new that came in, or what?
It actually is something traditional, and how about we discuss them in the recording of the second part of Takeaway Chinese.
All right.
Okay, so for you guys, continue leaving messages. We'll be able to see them, address them after the recording of the second part. And don't worry about not getting answers you want. As long as you put them in the comment area, we'll be able to see and we'll be able to reply. So let's now start the recording. And after that, I'll come back and interact with you guys. Welcome back to Takeaway Chinese. I'm Niu Honglin, joined by Tony. So Tony, what do you know about the Lantern Festival or Yuanxiao Jie? Do you know the origin of it?
It's called Lantern Festival, so I'm assuming that it's got something to do with lanterns. I think that what I've heard was this is kind of a way for people to exchange I don't know, like poems or whatever.
You're jumping into the romantic side of the Yuanxiao Festival. Right on.
That's the experience I had with it. So.
Yes, actually, Yuanxiao, we know Yuan already is the first of something, and Xiao is the night. So it is actually the start of, or the first full moon night. That's Yuanxiao Jie. And according to Chinese tradition, at the very beginning of the new year, when there is a bright full moon, beautiful one hanging in the sky, there should be thousands of colorful lanterns hang out for people to appreciate. So this is a festival with a really long history and many traditions. And people believed, or let's say, one way or one tale of the origin of this festival says that the legend tells us that at that time people worshipped Tai, the god of heaven, and they believed that Tai controlled the destiny of the human world. Tai is controlling whether or not to give drought or floods or good, beautiful weathers, good years for people to actually do agricultural activities and harvest. So it actually comes from worship in ancient time.
I heard another origin of the Lantern Festival.
Ooh, what is that?
I heard that this was a time where, during that time, ladies didn't go out very often. So what they did was they would write riddles on these lanterns and hang them up. And then young guys would go by and read them and try to guess them. And I think this was a way for them to kind of meet or interact. So I guess this is like the ancient eHarmony or Tantan or one of these apps where you can just like meet up with people. So yeah, it was kind of a way to meet up and get your swerve on, I guess. Get your Mac on.
Get your Mac on.
Yeah.
Well, I cannot say you're wrong, because that is the day for several generations or several dynasties in the Chinese history when women can actually go out. Ladies, especially the unmarried girls, can actually go out and appreciate the beautiful lanterns as well as the fireworks, and they can guess the riddles as well. So
what kind of fireworks are we talking about here?
The beautiful ones.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and they can guess the riddles on the lanterns, and the boys can guess the riddles as well. And if they, I think, for example, Tony got the right answer of a riddle that is hand.
I would have been failing all over the place, man. I would have got no love on the
under the lantern made by a lovely lady. You guys would meet.
Well, I would have to guess the riddle first, and
that's true.
You guys can see I'm not really good at that. So.
But that is the activity that has a really long history, which rendered the tradition for us to appreciate the lanterns and the tradition for, or let's say the possibility for many different people to make a living out of that. So I actually now have a short video of a lantern making village. 灯笼第一村, we call it 灯笼第一村. 灯笼 is lantern, and 第一 is the first. Cun is a village because the entire village manufacture lanterns. They're really good at that, and they make a living out of the beautiful lanterns. So let's appreciate the short video a little bit. Donglong Diicun, a lantern making village.
Wow, a village that just makes lanterns. It must be really good.
Yeah, and
hopefully they're really good.
They are really good. You can see from the video, really good lanterns. And I think nowadays with this kind of, or let's say with the division of social work, of different labor, we're able to be more and more focused in order, or as a result, everything can be more professional and can be more delicate and more beautiful, and it's just really nice to see something really beautiful helping a village make a living, and also helping a lot of people appreciating this lovely festival.
Yeah, lanterns are really cool. I mean, I don't think I didn't grow up with a lot of lanterns, but you know, when I came to Asia, I see lots of them, and they're kind of, they set a certain kind of mood that I'm not used to, so it's really nice.
Yes, on top of the lanterns, we also have lion dances, 舞龙舞狮, 舞龙 lion dances.
Those are kind of a treat to see.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, they're a little nostalgic because I used to watch a lot of Jet Li movies, and in his movies, you would see, you know, a dragon dance, and it was like, you know, so when I came to China, I saw it, I was like, oh wow, that's what's up.
And I feel like dragon dances and the lion dances can be really different, even though you all have the costume, you have the gadgets with you. But for dragon dances, you have a team of people working with each other. It's a really intense teamwork. You want to make sure the flow of the dragon goes really well.
One person falls down, it's a wrap.
It's a sad dragon then. And for 舞狮, 舞狮 would be the I'll say lion dance, or the lion dance. It takes two people, and they are very skillful. They're like kung fu practitioners, and they do these crazy things, jump up and down, and giving a really festive atmosphere. We say 节日气氛, 浓厚的节日气氛, a strong festive atmosphere.
Yes.
As for today, or as for this year's Lantern Festival, because some parts of the country of China are still under the effect of COVID pandemic, not many activities are held comparing with previous years, and not huge gatherings are happening around this festival, but still people would use this occasion to at least call their families, have a video chat, and send each other's 红包, 发红包 sometimes, just to bring up the festive
Money in
occasion.
red envelopes, guys. 红包.
Yeah, 红包, that's really nice. So hopefully it is a happy, you spend a happy Lantern Festival yourself. And that is the recording of the show. We are still on. Guys, I'm saying hello to some of you one last time, and I see Sherry Yang gave the right answer, but I'll hand over to you because you know the answer already.
Well, I hope it's the right answer. It better be the right answer. I think that, so what was the question again?
What is full of holes yet still holds water?
I think that's a sponge.
Yes, a sponge, 海绵.
Yes.
In Chinese, a sponge is 海绵.
海绵.
海绵. Okay, so do you know what's SquarePants SpongeBob?
SpongeBob SquarePants?
Yes.
Oh, you mean I had to say it?
You say it and say the Chinese. Do you know the Chinese?
Oh, wait, say that. How do you say sponge again?
海绵.
海
绵.
绵.
Actually, its Chinese name is 海绵 baby. Do you know how to say baby?
Baby, right? 孩子.
海绵宝宝。
海绵孩子。
海绵宝宝。
宝宝。
Yeah, 海绵宝宝. Okay, so SpongeBob SquarePants would be 海绵宝宝 in Chinese.
海绵宝宝。
海绵宝宝. So, yes, the right answer is 海绵, a sponge. It's full of holes, yet it holds water. So let's
have to applaud Google on that one.
No, not giving you a green light to that behavior. But our listeners and friends online can do whatever you want as long as you're enjoying the live stream. Okay, so Steven saying yes, it's my first time, and 谢谢你. How many times a week is this online? Okay, so for the specific takeaway Chinese kind of live stream where you can learn the different vocab and learn how to say certain things, it's once a week. But we also provide many different kind of live streams where you can pick up Chinese expressions. With me and Yo-Yo, we do 3 to 4 live streams a week. So many live streams for you. Just make sure you turn on the notification of your Takeaway Chinese page. You will be able to catch us and not miss a show. At the same time, I see many of you giving the right answer. Yes, it's a sponge. You care about Tony so much, want to give Tony the answer, but this time Tony cheated already. Michael said, dragon, like the little dragon. 李小龙嘛, 李小龙, little dragon. You're right, yes. Christian saying, next live stream, Niuniu and Tony teach us how to do lion dance. Take note, Bob. See, now not only are you in the Bad Tone Club, you're also in the Impossible Challenge for Niuniu Club. Don't make it a club. And the right answer is sponge, 海绵, sponge. And that, I believe, is a lovely 1-hour live stream on this special day.
That's the wrap, huh?
Yes, we are hitting the time limit already. And thank you guys so much for spending this lovely 1 hour with us. And at the end of today's live stream, we actually have one last treat for our Weibo users as well as our Facebook friends, because when it comes to ancient Chinese, it is easy to assume, and you are right to assume, that there are many lovely articles, poems in history praising and talking about this festival. And there is one in Chinese history as well. It's 清玉案元夕. It is a beautiful, very beautiful poem about a lady or someone looking for a lady, but the lady is not there in the crowd celebrating the festival with too many people. She is actually, let's say, appreciating the festival herself.
She found somebody else?
I'm not giving the answer to that, but it is supposed to be a very lovely and very famous Chinese poem. And we have Tony in the end of the show reciting this poem for you.
The English version, guys.
The English version of it. So for 英语环球广播的朋友，你们可以来学习一下这首诗的英文翻译，这也是大家许渊冲的翻译版本啊，希望大家可以喜欢这一段朗读。And thank you so much for spending this lovely 1 hour with us. If you like the live stream, please like and share and comment as much as possible. It helps us a lot, and it will help other fellow Chinese learners to find us. And you can also follow my personal page. You can find the Niuniu Chinese. Just search for Niuniu Chinese and find me. And now let me hand over the stage to Tony.
All right. One night's east wind adorns 1,000 trees with flowers and blows down stars in showers. Fine steeds and carved cabs spread fragrance en route. Music vibrates from the flute. The moon sheds its full light, while fish and dragon lanterns dance all night. In gold thread dress with moth or willow ornaments, giggling, she melts into the throng with trails of scents. But in the crowd once and again, I look for her. Is dimly shed.
主持人可以说话。
哎，好嘞，谢谢大家，辛苦了。